All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We got Saturday and Sunday NFL preseason games today, and we're gonna be doing this video a little bit different. You realize we don't have the graphics next to me or anything like that. We're gonna be doing this video a little bit different, and let me know in the comments down below if you do enjoy this type of video here. We're gonna be sharing our screen and jumping in and kind of walking through the games, like seeing what I see as I'm talking to you guys, usually off camera, seeing what I'm seeing as we do it. So let me know in the comments if you do enjoy this. This is not like the first time I'm seeing these, so don't think that this is a betting 101 on the NFL sort of tutorial video. I do want to kind of plan one of those and put one of those together for the NBA and NFL, and you know, talk to Ethan about doing one for MLB. But this is not that. This is not a tutorial how I come across the good bets. This is more or less me walking through and you guys visually seeing the lines and everything like that. So let me know in the comments if you guys do enjoy this, and yeah, we can introduce it more and more as we go through kind of a different way to do these videos, especially when there's a larger slate, a lot less graphics, more interaction and engagement, everything like that. So drop a like and let me know in the comments down below if you guys do enjoy this. But here we are on covers.com. This is a tool that I use regularly as part of the research process. All this will be in a further tutorial sort of video, but you know, you have all the games here. Like I said, we have 10 games to jump into today. I think it's 8 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday, all of the games and their totals and their lines and everything like that on this site. But let's jump into the first game here. We got Jacksonville taking on Atlanta. Covers partners looks like with PointsBet here, so there's no line out for PointsBet as of right now, but we can click into odds here in the top right and see what we're rolling with here. It looks like it's about a 4-point spread to 3.5-point spread. You can also see the live odds where you can get your best lines here. So as of right now, we'll call it a 4-point spread just for the sake of the video, but if you are seeking the best line, make sure to check those out. You do have to pay a little bit of the odds hit there. But we have Atlanta taking on Jacksonville. The total right now is 37-ish. The spread is around 4, and it looks like we're gonna have some precipitation down there in Atlanta. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily matter with the Mercedes-Benz Stadium here. Jacksonville has not won a game in the preseason. Atlanta is 1-1, and you know what? I feel like Jacksonville getting 4 points isn't enough for me, so we're gonna stay away from the spread in this game. But with a 37-point total, again, we can keep flashing this up. 37-point total, and you can obviously get this at different lines here. I'm gonna be leaning the under. This is the last preseason game. I don't think that these guys are gonna go all out or anything like that, so we're gonna go with the under 37 in this Jacksonville versus Atlanta game. This tool is really cool though. You can look at how they played head-to-head as well, ending last season, it looks like, or yeah, last season 21-14, 24-12. So not that totally impacts the preseason. I do still think that it bodes well for us. So we're gonna go under 37 in this game. Guys, make sure to check out the pinned comment. That is where my final plays will be. So everything we go through in this video is gonna be an educated lean and a pretty strong lean. I wouldn't tell you guys if I didn't think it was a smart play, but I am just letting you guys know what I'm rolling with, and I want to let you know what I'm finally rolling with in the comments down below. So make sure to check out that pinned comment. That is where my final play will be. And also, before we get into the rest of the games, make sure to check out the NFL shop. I don't have any graphics. Again, this is a different type of video, but the NFL store we are officially partnered with for the remainder of the preseason, hoping to take that partnership into the regular season. So if you guys do find it in your heart to be a good guy and check out that link, just click the link in the description or in the pinned comment, and you know, it'll tell the NFL that, hey, Guy Boston Sports, the picks channel's over here, does move the needle a little bit. And you know what? The great thing is you guys can go over there and pick something up at a discount as well. You'll get a nice pop-up with the code to use. So use that link in the description and pick up some of your favorite team's gear. Guys, go check it out. It's the official store of the NFL. You're not going to go wrong getting anything over there. So yeah, go check that out if you want to support us and pick up some swag for yourself. Now, let's get into the next game here. We got the Rams taking on the Bengals here. Looks like the Rams are 2.5-point dogs here on the road. The total right now is 37.5, and it looks like you're gonna get those odds really anywhere you look. It looks like Bet Rivers and Unibet, if you guys have accounts there, looks like you're gonna be getting some better odds there. But yeah, it's a 2.5-point spread here and a total of 37.5. We've liked the Rams in this preseason. It hasn't totally paid off for us. We've also liked the Bengals, and the Bengals have not necessarily come out here and wowed us either. But against the spread so far this preseason, both these teams 1-1. The Rams 1-0 on the road, and I think I'm going to take the underdog here. I think if they have a couple things they want to shore up before the regular season gets going, I'm going to take the Rams plus 2.5 points. That's going to be my lean here. I'm sticking away from the total in this one. Again, if we look at it, the total is right around 37.5. That seems like a high total to try and hit the over on 20 and 20, right? But I will say this. That seems so doable for these two teams. So I'm gonna stick away from it because it's too high for me to, to take the leap of faith and get the over there, but it's also too low to take an under. So I'm gonna stay away from the total and lean the Rams spread here. All right, next game on the board, we have Washington taking on the Ravens. The spread here is Ravens -6. You can also get it 6.5 there if you are looking at Washington on this side. And the total is gonna be right around 40, 39 to 39.5. I like the under in this one for sure. I think that this game is going to be one-sided. I think Baltimore probably controls it, but I will tell you this right now, looking at the spread, I don't like a -6.5. I don't like a -6. I don't like them having to win by, 2 field goals or a touchdown. So I'm going to stay away from the total here, but I do not mind the under here, under 39.5. And obviously that looks like it's the common line out there now. So I'm going to lean the under here to 39.5 for this game. If we look at these two teams, last times they've played Baltimore 31, Washington 17. And then before that, though, this is where it looks like the unders kind of clicked in here. Aside from the overtime game, we have Baltimore 24, Washington 10, Washington 16, Baltimore 10. Two very under games. I know you don't need to tell me that game was 5 years ago. I get it, but I'm just kind of showing you guys how we can use the tool to inform us even that much more. So I'm going to lean the under here. It is the last preseason game. I see a lot of teams kind of dogging it in the last quarter or so and not getting points. Next up, we have the Bears taking on the Browns here. Chicago is an underdog in this one on the road. Cleveland looks like they're anywhere from a 5 to 5.5 point favorite for a total here 41.5. I don't think that these two teams justify one of the largest totals on the board here. I'm going under 41.5 in this game. I know that they can't put up points. I know that at the times this preseason the defenses haven't looked good, but 41.5 points is a hell of a lot of points, especially from what we've seen so far in these preseason games with the Thursday games and some of the Friday games as well. This last week of the preseason was a little weird how it's a little bit different than previous years. We're sticking with that and we're going to lean the under here. Again, we're going to be looking to get it at 41.5. If you can get 42, snag that right away, but 41.5 as an under. All right, next game, 7 p.m. Miami hosting Philadelphia here. Both these teams 1-1 in the preseason here. In terms of odds, Miami about 1.5 to 2 point favorites in this one. The total right now is 37.5. I like Miami in this one. I haven't been wowed by Philadelphia whatsoever. They are 2-0 to the over, so if you do like that, I don't necessarily hate it. I think that that's fairly high number, though. You're pretty much going to want 20 points out of each team, and I don't know if you're going to get that. So I am going to lean Miami in this one. I'm going to peek maybe at the over because the numbers say it so far in the preseason, that 37.5, but I'm going to be looking to get Miami here at -1.5 for sure. All right, next up, we have Arizona taking on the Titans here. In terms of a spread here, Tennessee -3 to 3.5. The total is 35.5. I like the over in this one. Now, no sort of real metrics would tell you that Tennessee is an over team. They're 1-1 to the over this preseason. Arizona, however, is 2-1 to the over, and that is just such a low number. Tennessee has had super low team totals all preseason long as well. So I'm going to peek at Tennessee team total and the over in this game. Make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment for my final plays. Tampa Bay taking on Indianapolis. Rumor has it Tampa Bay is going to be playing all of their starters, at least for some of the game, and they're still 3-point favorites. So I'm going to be going with Tampa Bay +3 in this one. You see the spread is +3 to 3.5 here. If we can get it at 3.5, we're going to pull the trigger. In terms of total, 41.5. I don't really love that. I'm probably going to lean under. So I think I have Tampa Bay +3.5 and the under in this one. Next up, we got the Vikings taking on Denver here. The Vikings 0-2 against the spread. I think we've leaned Vikings each week so far in the preseason, and it has not worked out. They are, however, favorites in this one, which is a little wild to me. Denver may not be playing some of their guys, or maybe they're sitting a few guys that normally would play in the preseason, whether they're starters or preseason standouts so far. The total right now is 35.5. I like the over in this one. Nothing would tell you that Minnesota is an over team to take in this preseason, but we're going to go the over in this one, and also a slight lean towards Minnesota. All right, we got the Jets hosting the Giants, a little New York series here. Both these teams are 2-0 to the over this preseason. 38.5, however, is the number. I think that this is an absolute lock of the under. I think that both these teams 2-0, they've let up a lot of points, at times have scored 20 plus points. I think this is an absolute lock at the under 38.5. I think I'm gonna lean the under in this one pretty strongly. I might lock that in for 2 units or something like that. I love the under in this game, just because, you know, this is preseason. We've seen a lot of bouncing back and forth. Well, both these teams have been going over, so maybe they bounce back in the last preseason game. We're going with the under in this one, 38.5. All right, last game here, we have Pittsburgh taking on Detroit. Pittsburgh looked real good in the preseason thus far. They're 4.5-point favorites over Detroit. The total here is 38.5. I don't have a huge play on this one. I do like Detroit's team total over. I don't have that line for us just yet, but I will say I like Detroit's team total. We're been getting low numbers there. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but I think Pittsburgh, as much as they've been scoring a bunch of points and everything like that, I think they're bound to let up a bunch of points in these games. So I'm gonna look at Detroit's team total. Hopefully it's like 13.5, something super low like that, and we can look for, you know, a 2-touchdown performance out of Detroit. So I don't necessarily love the -4.5 here on the Pittsburgh side. I don't want to take Detroit plus 4.5, and that total is a little scary there, 38.5 to 39. So I'm gonna go with Detroit's team total in this one, guys, and that is going to do it for the video. In and out, pretty efficient. Let me know if you like the I don't know how to explain this. It's a little bit more of a casual type of way of going about it than the graphics on the side and the plays written out and all that. So why don't you guys let me know in the comments down below. Obviously this is the last hurrah of the preseason, so I wanted to try out this strategy and see if it was worth doing in the regular season. So this is a little bit of a test, but hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Make sure to drop a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below, you know, your favorite plays, what you think of this video, everything like that, and hit that subscribe button. We are grinding towards 11,000 subscribers. Can't thank you guys enough. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.